Following a year of sweeping change in the Middle East, I wanted to find out where Saudi Arabia fits in this historic Arab Spring. Mention Saudi and the word women comes to mind. In June 2011, women activists here started an online campaign on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, demanding the right to take the wheel. A unique challenge to the only society in the world that bans women from driving. I went to the traditionally liberal city of Jeddah, where many women are speaking out. After being in Riyadh, Jeddah did feel different. It is said that women here have more freedom. But are women free in Saudi? Not exactly. Freedom is relative here.
I will answer in Arabic.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Thank you for having us. I went to meet Najla Hariri, a Saudi woman who took to the wheel several times in Jeddah before she was stopped by police, summoned to the General Prosecutor's office, and forced to sign a pledge not to drive again.
والأسف الأكبر اللي أنا يمكن زعلني أكثر من إني أنا وقعت التعهد إنه استدعي ولي أمري اللي أنا رافضة يكون ولي أمري، لأن أنا امرأة في 47 من عمري، صعب يكون عندي ولي أمر، أنا لازم يكون ولية أمر نفسي. واستدعي هو كمان اللي هو زوجي عشان يوقع تعهد بمسؤوليته عني إني ما عاد أقود مرة ثانية.
محرج
جدا ومهين للكرامة، مهين للكرامة.
So, beyond driving for a Saudi woman to travel, start a business, or even work, she needs approval from a male guardian, usually her father, husband, or even son.
القيادة هذا جزء بسيط من مجموعة أجزاء، مجموعة أنظمة، مجموعة قوانين بتظلم المرأة عندنا. في كثير أصوات دحين في المجتمع بنطالب بالأنظمة اللي هي تعزز مكانة المرأة، ترجع لها الحقوق اللي هي أعطاها اللي هي الإسلام. ما احنا طالبين أكثر من اللي أعطانا هو الإسلام.
My next visit was to a Saudi woman who has put the judicial system to test. Sama al-Badawi was physically abused by her father, her legal guardian.
دخلت مكسورة، يعني كتير تأذيت لما أنا دخلت السجن، بس طلعت أنا جدا منتصرة.
At 25, Samar stood up to her abusive father and filed suit asking a court to strip him of guardianship. It took a fierce legal battle, 7 months of imprisonment, an online campaign, and pressure from the highest authorities urging the judge to free Samar.
ولا القانون عندنا منصف جدا، ولا لو ما هو منصف أنا خلعت ولاية والدي وأسقطت ولايته.
She also won her freedom and the right to choose her own husband, but Samar wasn't finished.
خرجت من السجن، رفعت قضية ضد وزارة الشؤون البلدية والقروية حتى إنه يحق للمرأة السعودية أن تكون في الانتخابات البلدية، رفعت قضية ضد وزارة الداخلية إنه المرأة لازم إنها تقود. إذا القانون معايا، بس أنا لازم أعرف هذا القانون.
Even in relatively liberal Jeddah, it struck me that the sweeping majority here seems socially conservative. Many veil by choice, consider driving a trivial issue, and believe men should be their guardians.
والعلاقة بين المرأة والرجل في داخل الأسرة علاقة تكاملية وليس علاقة ندية، والرجل هو خادم للمرأة ومشرف لشؤونها في داخل المنزل وخارج المنزل.
Rauda al-Yusuf launched a campaign that she thinks reflects mainstream Saudi society, called My Guardian Knows Best, an online initiative that has given her fame and notoriety. Rauda thinks women's rights activists are an elite minority.
المجتمع قاعد يفكر في أشياء أهم. المجتمع قاعد يفكر في لقمة عيشه. أنا بقول لك هذه مشكلة الشعب عنده مشكلة في السكن، عنده مشكلة في العمل، عنده مشكلة في البطالة، هذه المشكلة الأساسية اللي المفروض تتحل، مو رح نقعد نتكلم في قيادة سيارة.
This past year has witnessed an unprecedented social dialogue between ultra-religious conservatives and liberal intellectuals, unleashing fierce debates about topics that were until recently taboo.
Welcome once again to a new edition of Islam and Current Challenges. Innovation is the key to the future success of...
At the studio in Radio Jeddah, I met a journalist who has written 2 books on women's empowerment.
Who will change things for Saudi women? Is it Saudi women themselves or the regime and the system and the political system?
I think the women are the engines for change. The demands will come from the women and the youth, because they are the ones that have been discriminated against for a very long time. The rigid interpretation of Islamic rulings that were imposed on the whole nation cannot continue anymore.
Samar says, as the world gets smaller, the younger generation is growing impatient.
Now we have faith that change will happen, change is inevitable, but we have a problem of many people are still very resistant to change. And as long as these people are not fully convinced or are not prepared for that change to happen, there will be a delay. We have hope in the younger generation.
A younger generation still learning to spread its wings.